88.1 XFM Tauranga Sat Music Station. Also, another sponsored episode of Mic Time Marty. Jet's Car Grooming, all the way from Tauranga. If you want your car spick and span, just go to Jet's Car Grooming. I have got an amazing magician, entertainer, and card artist of all trades. He's from Israel, so say hello to Pedro.
Hello, everyone.
Now, first of all, I have seen a video that you met Jackie Yu. He is one of my icons. Right. I saw him at America's Got Talent. What was that like?
What was that like? Dude, first of all, he's so tiny. He's like a mini magician, but he's like the cutest thing ever. He just walks cute, you know. But like first when you get to the convention, everyone was looking for Jackie Yu, but like he's that really short Asian guy, right? So no one really caught him. But at last I caught him, and I was bold enough to ask him to do like, oh, mine on my page. So that was cool.
Okay. So what got you started doing magic and like card tricks?
All right. So almost 6 years ago, I got released from the army. I finished my duty after 3 years of being in combat. And I really wanted to do something else, something like outside of Israel, go like expand my horizons. And actually, I started selling magic in the mall in Vegas. I've been doing that for 6 months, like every Israeli that sells shit in the mall. And actually just caught me. From there, I started traveling with it. I traveled. I met my girlfriend while traveling. Hey. So I did a trick to her, and we've been together ever since. It's been almost 5 years. It's gonna be 5 years next week. And then I came back to Vegas to manage the place. And in total, I was there for a year. Mm-hmm. After that, I came back to Israel. Everyone was stunned with it because there aren't as many magicians in Israel. So like jobs kept coming. I kept reading more. Like I was buying magic books all the time, reading everything, and I expanded it. And right now I can do a whole show with deck of cards.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you for your service. Also, congratulations to almost 5 years of marriage. Amazing. Wish I had it. Maybe far in the future. Thanks, guys.
We hope so. Take your time, man. Take your time. We're all gonna end up there, right? So exactly. For now, take your time.
So, besides Jackie Yu, what other famous magicians have you met?
Oh wow. First off, I don't know if you're familiar with the name Darwin Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like the biggest card artist for the century. He's actually he was supposed to have a show there, but he couldn't perform because he has I don't know if you call it like this Parkinson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that he shakes all the time, so he cannot do card tricks anymore, which was pretty sad, but he's so wise. So it was real pleasure to like hearing what he says about theory of magic. I also met Jason Ladani, which is probably my favorite card artist. If you don't know Jason Ladani, Card Magic by Jason, you should really explore every single video on there. The guy's a genius. Darwin was his mentor for years. And now, after I met him there, and we sat together at the table, we jammed together. And after that, I reached out and asked him to be my mentor. So ever since, we've been meeting on Zoom. It's not cheap, but it's good. So yeah, he's been mentoring me ever since I came back from the convention. Hopefully, it's gonna be 2 years to come to build my show and my character.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really cool. There have been so many more. Jason England was nice. I'm not that much. He's so much into gambling that it's a bit too much for me. Bernardo Sedlacek is a really promising young Brazilian kid who's great with cards. Who else? All the Penguin guys, I befriended with all the Penguin guys. They're not all of them are that famous, like Nick Locapois and Nick Popa, but all the others are just great guys to jam Magic with. It was real cool. They actually hosted me at their house too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I wasn't paying for shit.
Well, of course, doing this show, I get to meet a whole variety of people. And I've met Ace Cunnings, who you're familiar with. Jonathan Molo, the man in the purple suit, the one that's performed at the Magic Castle. He's actually performing there next week, I think. John Sturck, who's part of the Magicians Board of Trustees and stuff like that. So let's just say I've got the best job ever. I can talk to magicians and be a fanboy about it.
Yeah.
Because I love magic. I love the aspect of it. What is about magic that appeals to you?
It's interesting. It's a good question. Probably the entertainment part of it and the stage part of it. I love acting. I love theater and everything like that. I love attention. I'm an attention whore. So, yeah, I love that. I love the interactions it creates between people. Like right now, I can walk anywhere with this 4-inch thing. That's good. So that I can kill anyone with it. I mean, I can entertain everyone with it. I can be called Jesus after like 5 minutes of meeting people, even though I'm Jewish. He was Jewish too, but still. So so like after like in Vegas for the first time, I learned like 5 tricks or so, or like 6 tricks, and started traveling with it. Right, I've been doing the same 4 tricks all over, right? So doing the same 4 tricks, just only the interactions and the people changed, like you'd be asking like the same question, like after you becoming professional in podcasting, you do different questions, but at the beginning you ask the same questions, but it's still so much different. It's so much fun. So that's what magic was like to me. I'm so much better when I'm doing magic. I'm a better version of myself, so I enjoy being that.
Well, one of the first tricks I ever learned, I do dabble in doing cards. I just like shuffling them and just feeling them around my fingers. But one of the tricks that I learned was a trick called the human blockhead. Have you heard of it?
No, I don't really know the names of tricks. So if you want to show me, go ahead. I'd love that.
Okay, well, it's a bit gross. I am going to say that. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so it involves my my trusty hammer and a 6-inch nail.
Right.
Okay. So the reason it's called a blockhead is because a blockhead's an idiot. Why not? So for everyone watching at home, do not try this. Please.
Ouais. T'aurais dit? Ouais. Oh.
Yeah.
There's actually a magician in Israel that goes around on stages with this trick.
Oh, one thing about it makes
that's
your
cool.
eyes tear up. All right. Since I just showed you my mediocre party trick, can you show us a magic trick?
Of course. What will I show? Let's do something like this. All right. Here. Be stationary and fun. All right. Of course, another magician that I met there at the convention. He's the owner of Vanishing Ink, who was hosting the convention. That's Joshua J.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably familiar with him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Prism. That's by him. If you want to see my original stuff, I'll show it in a second, right? So I love triumphs, all right? So in this one, you're gonna actually see the cards being shuffled face up into face down, all right? If you would be here, I would make you like hold your hands like this and hold this, and you actually feel the cards face up and face down, all right? As you can see. So right now, the most difficult part is finding the 4 aces, all right? We'll do something like this. It's gonna take 2 cards, 1 and 2, and that's the first ace. Second one is gonna be a lot faster to find, all right? It's gonna look something like this. All right. Third one doesn't come from the top, doesn't come from the bottom. It's called a center deal when you do like that, right? That's the third one. By the way, I'm just gonna remind you, the whole deck is a mess, right? Cards facing up, cards facing down, all over the place. But if I'll just wave my hand like this, take a look. If I did it right, only one card is gonna be facing down. All got set for the same direction. And this one is a fourth ace. But actually, I'm gonna tell you how I did it, okay? Because that's really simple. These are marked cards. You see? Yeah, you see how they are blue at the back?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I marked them. Because actually, the whole deck is red, all right? The whole deck is red. All cards are red. So, yeah.
Oh, whoa. Wow. Like, it's awesome being able to talk to people that do that kind of stuff, because like, even though I do dabble in it, some tricks I don't know how the fuck you do it. And I think it's just that sense of like imagination. Like, of course there's gonna be people at the end going, wait, I knew how he did it. But like, they're at that moment seeing that person's reactions of like, oh my gosh, he just brought out the 4 aces, or oh my god, he just stuck a nail up his nose. That's like,
I love it. I mean, reactions is all that matters, right? Because it doesn't matter what trick you're doing. It only matters what they feel inside their heart while you're doing it and after you did it, and what they're gonna tell to their friends about it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna show you something that I actually created this week. All right, right now I'm reading so many magic books. So I'm gonna tell you that in the last 3 years, I started learning. I started studying 3 times. All right, in 3 different universities. I started engineering twice and accounting once, and I hated it all. You know, because you got to follow your heart and do stuff you love. And that's the only way you can actually succeed, right? So right now, instead of studying all that, I'm taking all my time and studying what I love to master it. And, you know, when you start mastering something and, you know, the whole universe helps you. So I'll show you my trick, all right? That's one of my newest ones. So this trick is not only a sandwich trick, it's a double sandwich, all right? And for my sandwich, I don't use bread, all right? I use the red aces. All right, for this one, I need 2 cards to be picked. You can just trust me that they are picked at random, okay? If you're here, I would love people to pick cards, but all right, I'm gonna show you this. All right?
Yeah.
5 diamonds. Go to the middle of the deck. And of course, 6 of diamonds. All right, 5 diamonds and 6 of diamonds. That's gonna be easy to remember. Okay. And of course, I'm gonna shuffle the deck a bit more. Right now, our sandwich starts empty in the middle of the deck. If you would be here, you would cut the deck and put them in. All right. So I just need to know where the cards are actually exactly inside. They're 23 and 24th in the deck. So right now, if I'll do this shuffle correctly, it's gonna be one card and one card only between these aces, and that's gonna be incredible. Oh, you see that? One card and one card only. And this card is not just any card. This card, the 6 of diamonds. The 5 diamonds is gonna be a lot more surprising. You can see that. And the one card materializes just between the aces. Whew. And if that's the 6 of diamonds, that's gonna be the 5 of diamonds.
Hey. Okay, again, don't know how the fuck you did it. Loved it. All right. So, Pedro, this is a recurring segment I have on my show. It's called Quick Fire Questions. How well are you about thinking on your feet?
Thinking what?
How well are you about thinking on your feet?
Thinking of my fate?
Yeah, so like if someone was to ask you really, I don't know, really interesting question and you had to answer it straight away, how well do you think you'd do?
I'll do great.
You do great? Okay.
Probably the best in the world at it.
All right, let's hope. Okay. Coke or Sprite?
Coke.
All right. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Okay. Sunset or sunrise?
Sunset. I don't wake up just for sunrises.
Fair enough. Favorite genre of music?
Acoustic rock.
Oh, okay. Favorite genre of movie?
Has to be mindfuck.
Okay. Favorite actress?
Actress.
Mm-hmm.
As actress, like a female?
Yeah.
Who's my favorite actress? I don't know. I would say Megan Fox, just because she's hot.
Okay. Favorite actor?
Actor. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay. If you could visit one place in the world, where would you go?
Vegas.
All right. If you could meet one magician in the world, who would you want to meet?
To be or to meet?
To meet.
To meet. One magician in the world. Who would I meet? It's funny because I met a lot of my idols, you know, Joshua J, Jason Ladani, Darwin Ortiz. I'd probably meet Matt Franco.
Ooh.
He's one of my favorites. I love him.
Yes.
Probably the best magic show I've seen in my life, too.
Okay. What's your favorite style of magic besides cards?
Oh, besides cards. I would say definitely not mentalism, but it's gonna be sleight of hands, either cup and balls or stuff like that. I just love sleight of hands.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even coins. Nah, I love cards.
Okay. Then,
I love cards.
What's your favorite card in the deck of cards?
My favorite card, the Suicidal King, the King of Hearts.
Okay.
Where is it? Right here.
It's the one. Right, and final one. This is a big question, so hold on. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? I would say I'd be the best corporate magician in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I can maybe we can travel with it, you know, me and my girlfriend. If we can travel with it and just be a magician on a different resort every 4-6 months, that'd be the dream, you know.
Okay, well, Pedro, here's your chance for redemption. You get to ask me some quick fire questions. You can be as difficult as you want.
Cool. Okay. If you could visit anywhere in the world for one day with unlimited cash, where would it be?
Mexico.
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 Where in Mexico?
Oh, Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro is in Brazil.
Oh,
That's
hold
actually
on.
where we met.
I went to school.
Where we
promise.
started dating.
I went to school. I promise. Oh no, just drop me off anywhere and I'll go to it.
Mexico? No, not a bit. I'll tell you what, me and my girlfriend started dating in Rio de Janeiro.
Oh.
Right? In Brazil. And we continued traveling all over, but we traveled to Mexico too for over a month.
Yeah. Yeah, just drop me off anywhere in Mexico
All right.
and I'll be happy.
All right, 4 more. If you could have performed one trick only for the rest of your life, but any trick in the world, which would it be?
I love hypnosis. So anything to do with that, I would do.
Oh, wow. You know, it's actually illegal in Israel
to
hypnotize someone. That's funny. Because one time there was a magician who hypnotized someone on stage and the police took him out with it. and he needed to convince them that he didn't really hypnotize them. All right. Third question. If you could have met one person, dead or alive, for an hour for coffee, who would it be?
I probably would have loved to meet Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury. Oh, nice. All right. He's an interesting guy. All right. If you could have been to one sport event in a history, which sport event would it be?
The Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, okay.
This year's Super Bowl with Snoop Dogg, Eminem, all those guys.
Not for the game.
No. All right, and last one.
All right, last one. Let me ask you this. Favorite drink?
It's a mixture between a drink called Iron Brew and probably iced tea.
Oh no, I meant alcoholic drink.
Oh, alcoholic drink. Oh no, you're speaking my language. Tequila Sunrise or just straight tequila.
Oh wow, tequila. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, Pedro, I've been politely stalking you, and there is a segment I have in my show. It's called Explain That Gram. So I'm just gonna have a look at your Instagram, pull up a picture, and you just got to explain that gram.
All right.
All right. Start off with this one.
All right, that's in my parents' house, just with my magic suit, you know, just before a show, printing cards.
Okay. This one.
That's at the wedding. It's my cousin's wedding.
Oh, okay.
In Netanya, Israel.
Okay. Now, I just love your facial expressions in this one.
That's me doing bar magic at the bar in Israel. That's actually the first bar that asked me to perform professionally, and this guy actually opened my eyes to what I can do with it.
Okay, now this has brought back a childhood memory.
All right, that's me and my beautiful girlfriend, Aladdin and Jasmine. In the Purim. It's like a Jewish Halloween, but we don't scare anyone.
Oh.
In our Halloween, it's not about anything scary.
Okay. So when it comes to doing magic, how often do you have to practice?
I don't call it practice as much because that's what I love doing. So you can say I practice all the time because right now when we're talking, I got a deck of cards and I'm shuffling, okay, and I'm doing all the moves already. Exactly. So I mean I won't say that I practice between 2 to 5 p.m. right? I'll just say I practice as much as I can. And I mean, during nights, I smoke and shuffle all night.
So, what advice would you give young magicians that are wanting to get into doing magic or even just learning how to fan out a deck of cards?
All right. So, first of all, failing is always good. Right, you learn so much of the times you fail. So go out there, show people magic. All right, even if you're really bad, and I mean, even if you're really bad, people would probably enjoy it. Even if you suck, maybe even because you suck. And I mean, if you make people laugh and smile and be amazed, and you're what caused it. So I mean, that's worth everything. I mean, if you like it, if you like how it feels, go ahead and do it. And if you want to explore more, knowledge is so easy to get these days. You can learn from everyone. You can read any book. You can find everything online. You got YouTube. You got everything to learn from. So if you want to do something, just do it.
Okay. Now, does your girlfriend know any magic tricks?
A lot. She worked with me in Vegas for months.
Oh wow. Okay. Do you think there's a magic trick you guys can do together?
If we can do a magic trick together, we talked about it for years, but I think eventually it will come. Probably when I have like an established stage show. So but right now I'm more like I work on my character of like a master of cards. So I don't think I need much help there, but having a beautiful lady on stage is always helpful.
So if you could pick one place that would be the dream place to perform, it can be the MGM or it can be somewhere in Israel, where would you want to be able to perform?
My own theater. In Vegas on the Bellagio. They don't have a famous magician there. I want my own theater in the Bellagio in Vegas.
Okay.
That's dream big.
It is. Okay.
That's true.
So, Pedro, are you ready to play a game?
Yeah, of course. Let's play a game.
Are you a fan of Disney at all?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Or, okay, pick between Disney or movies.
That's a tough one. We'll
or
do
I do
movies.
have another, or I do have just general knowledge down here.
Let's do general knowledge.
General knowledge, okay. So, you can tell I've been prepared. I have a giant box. And it's full of random questions that I ask my my guests on the show. So, I'm just gonna grab a whole bunch of them here. Your girlfriend can answer them as well if she likes. And
you can answer it too if you like.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with name 3 brands of gum.
Of gum. Orbit. Bazooka, that's an Israeli one. Fuck you for not knowing that. Just kidding. So that's gonna be Orbit, Bazooka, and Alma. That's also an Israeli one.
Okay. Name 3 brands of clothing.
Clothing. I'll have to go with Banana Republic, Nike, and no, I don't like Tommy. We'll do which one? Like Abercrombie and Fitch.
Okay. Name 3 brands of chocolate.
Chocolate, Milka, and Milka.
Okay.
I love Milka. That's my favorite.
Okay. And then let's go with name 3 things you do to wake yourself up in the morning.
To wake myself up in the morning. First of all, I shower. I mean, if I care about the day, I'll shower first, right? If I don't care about the day, I won't. But if I care about the day, I'll shower. 10 minutes of meditate, and yeah, and coffee.
Oh, coffee.
Yes. It's gonna be shower, coffee, 10 minutes of meditation. I'm set up for the day.
Okay. Name 3 ways you have your coffee.
3 ways to drink my coffee?
Oh, just like how do you have your coffee, but in 3 ways.
All right. So it's gonna be 3 ingredients too. It's gonna be 1 spoon of coffee, like a little spoon, 1 spoon of sugar, and 1 spoon of chocolate milk. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I drink mine. I like chocolate.
All right. Name 3 magicians.
Joshua J, Matt Franco, and Jason Ladani.
Okay, and same for your girlfriend.
Do what?
Same for your girlfriend. Name 3 magicians.
Name 3 magicians.
Matt Franco.
No, I named it.
Oh, okay, so Piff the Magic Dragon.
Piff the Magic Dragon.
Yep.
And Jackie Yu.
She got all the funny ones.
And the Asiati, שזה חווה talent. איך נאמר?
The Asian guy who got talent?
זה שעושים השיער.
Oh, Shinley.
Shin.
Oh, yes, Shin. I like
him.
Oh, come on. He even has his
I got 2 of these. I got Regalia, the golden one too. It's in the room though.
It was the
I've been to his show.
AGT. He was just amazing. Purely amazing. Okay.
Actually, yeah. There are a few podcasts that host Shane Lim, by the way, and it's really interesting. Because as a magician, as a card artist, he doesn't memorize a deck, right? And he's one of the biggest card artists in the world, but he doesn't memorize a deck. And he started doing like the music after Sean Farquhar won FISM. Do you know the Shape of My Heart thing?
Yeah.
All right, so that's actually what started Shin Lim taking music and put it together with cards.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. That's a fun fact.
Okay. Name 3 ways you relax.
I shuffle cards, I smoke weed, and relax. I meditate.
Okay. Name 3 countries in the world you'd want to go visit.
That I haven't visited yet?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the first one is going to be Australia.
Yeah.
All right. It goes together with New Zealand. I'm sorry. They're both as far for me. So it's going to be Australia and New Zealand. Second one is Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Third one has to be probably Thailand. Yeah. It was either Thailand or Vietnam or Cambodia. Anything about this, but probably Thailand. You know what? I would change Japan to India.
Okay. Okay.
India's chill.
All right, and finally, name 3 of your favorite cards and Indica cards.
They're my favorite cards. So first one has to be the King of Hearts, as I said earlier. Second one has to be the Nine of Clubs, because that's my astrological card. And finally, there's gonna be the Ace of Spades, which is so symbolic for the deck of cards. And I also have it tattooed here.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
I kind of have the same, but you can see the full suits just there.
I see just a little joke about can you tilt it so it won't have the light on? All right, yeah. That's dope.
Okay, so Pedro, if you could give one word of advice to me, someone that's just starting out with fanning out cards, shuffling, doing basic moves, what would that be?
All right. First of all, I think a trick is all about the connection you have with the audience. All right. And what you feel about the trick will reflect to the audience too. So first of all, do things you love. All right. If you don't like the trick, don't show it. It doesn't matter how good it is. All right. If you don't like it, it's not good. All right. Second of all, everything has to do with the connection you have with the audience. All right. First we think it's all about the effect. Then we think first we think it's all about the method. Then we think it's all about the effect. Then we think it's all about the reaction. But at last we realize it's actually, by the way, it's actually what I'm saying is from this book, which is a great, great, great book. All right. That takes you from like close up to parlor and stage magic. So then you realize it's all about the connection. So if you like what you're doing, it will reflect to the world. And if you do something you like, the universe will just help you out with this.
Okay. So could you ever see yourself on a show like America or Britain's Got Talent?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think it's going to happen in the next, I'd give it the next 2 years because I really want to develop my character more before I show on TV. And once that happens, let's kill it.
Let's do it. So if I had to ask you, who is one celebrity that's not a magician that you would want to control your life for one day? Who would it be?
Wait, that will like switch bodies for one day? Oh.
But it can't be a magician.
All right. Okay, that's gonna be easy. LeBron James.
Oh. Okay.
I'm a huge NBA fan. I mean, there's gonna be the All-Star in a few hours. That's why I'm staying up the whole night too. So yeah, LBJ, the King, chosen one. It's my choice.
All right. And then if you could go back in time to a certain time of your life,
no, I'm just kidding.
a certain time of your life and change it, what would it be?
If I could have changed one thing. You know what? 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I started studying for the first time. I moved to a different city, went to a university, started studying engineering. No one knew why. I would take these 3 years and tell myself, just go with what you like. Don't try to make your parents happy. They're happy when you're happy. They're not happy when you're miserable.
All right, so before you show us another magic trick, I've been asking you a lot of questions throughout this interview. Do you have any questions for me?
I think I've asked you like five of them, but when did you start doing magic?
My dad showed me my first ever card trick. It was a basic double lift, putting the card in, pops to the pot to the top, and I'm like, whoa. And then I learned how he did it, and then I just kept going on and on and on and on until now. When I go to like family barbecues and stuff, I always have a deck of cards and I'm always shuffling them. I've learned a little form of cardistry, like doing the civil cut and stuff like that. So it's just a little hobby. Like, when I'm not doing anything, I'm always sitting there shuffling cards or flicking cards into the air. And
wait, how old are you, Martin?
I'm 19.
19, all right. You got the whole field. I mean, I started doing magic when I was 22, you know? I mean, I didn't even see a magician before that. Magic is not that big in Israel. But that's why I was like, oh, that's a loophole. I can be the biggest one.
Enough.
So, you know, yeah.
Do you have any other questions?
Is your biggest passion in magic is cards?
Yeah, cards. Also, I love dealing with like the human mind. So mentalism, hypnosis, just mind-bending stuff. And yeah, I love stuff like Colin Cloud. The real life Sherlock Holmes. I love stuff like that. Also, Justin Willman, who's got his own Netflix show.
I love Justin.
That stuff is just amazing to me. And also incorporating comedy in with it. Like when I do the blockhead, I go, oh yeah, it's a hood version of a COVID test. But don't worry, it's not picking up my brain, it's small enough. And just little jokes here and there. And then for Halloween, I did the trick, and I just so happened to have my jar of fake blood. Every time I stick a little bit of blood on the tip of the nail, and yeah, it was gruesome.
Oh, nice. Nice. I've never done any like horror tricks or anything like that, you know? Always the funny guy. But yeah, it's nice. I appreciate all kinds of magic, but I just don't think everything fits my character. And I think the most important thing is be consistent with what you do with your character. So I'm just trying to be me.
Well, I normally like doing bar magic, so like making the salt shakers disappear, putting the silk into your hand and it disappears, even though you got a.
Have you tried using an Omni deck?
No.
That would be my biggest like effect that I can advise you on, like recommend on. An Omni deck, you should Google it. It's like oh, sorry.
No worries.
You there? Yeah. So it's like a block that looks like a deck, but it's see-through. All right. And just look up Omni deck, right? You're gonna love it. It costs like $3. It's like one of the easiest tricks to do, and it's so much fun.
So what is your favorite card trick to do? If you could pick out of all the card tricks you've learned, what is your favorite?
All right, there are two of them. All right. First one, I won't be able to do like this, so I'm gonna do to my girlfriend in a second. Second one, I am gonna do to you, okay? Because you're gonna pick a card from there. You ready?
Sounds good.
All right, just moving things aside here. No, let's take these. All right, and let's see if. Do you see the cards?
Yes.
Can you like actually see the number and the suit and everything?
A little bit.
I'll try to do it closer. What about now?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right. So in a second, I'm gonna ask for you to pick a card, all right? Just look at one card, save it in your memory, just one card, the first one you see or the second one, whatever you like. All right, just memorize it. Not the 10 of diamonds, that's gonna be too easy. Okay. All right. Do you got one?
Yeah.
All right, that's great. That was pretty fast too. So you only have it in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it? Yeah. So you only have it in your mind. It's going to be crazy if I can actually find it and know what your card is, right? Because you have it in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So in cards, we have picture cards and we have number cards. Did you take a number card?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, the number card. So in numbers, we got high numbers, like let's say above 5, and we got lower cards, like let's say between ace and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Did you take a higher number?
Yes.
And you could have picked anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cut the cards here. I'm not gonna change anything from now on.
Yep.
Which card did you pick?
8 of diamonds.
And is this the ace, 8 of diamonds?
Woo!
That's one of my favorite tricks. I didn't know if you can perform anything after this, you know? It's like,
I felt my brain being picked. It was amazing.
thank you. I've been working on that in the last like 3 years. And yeah, that's what I usually like end up my show with. Because like that's like combining everything, you know. I do like slides and mentals and stuff like that with cards.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, you like just remember the card, you just cut it before they even name it.
Okay, so are you gonna show us the card trick you can do with your girlfriend?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Let's use Shinlim cards because you like him someone. Right? Yeah, they're pretty elegant too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I love it.
All right. So can you please by the way, all shuffle, not new deck order or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Name any card in the deck.
The Queen of Diamonds.
Queen of Diamonds, you sure? Do you want to change to a different card or stay with the Queen of Diamonds?
No, I want the Queen of Diamonds.
Queen of Diamonds?
Yeah.
All right. Let's say let's take the Ace of Diamonds.
Okay.
All right. And place it anywhere like in the deck, but facing up.
Okay.
All right.
Here.
Put it.
Okay.
You sure? Do you want to change it to a different place or keep it there?
I want to change.
All right, change. Go ahead.
Okay.
Put it anywhere you like in the deck.
Okay. Here.
You sure?
Yes.
Right. So you also name the card, right?
Yes.
Which card you name?
The Queen of Diamonds.
Queen of Diamonds, and you put the Ace of Diamonds a bit below the middle of the deck, right?
Yeah.
What are the odds that you put the Ace of Diamonds just above the Queen of Diamonds?
No chance.
No chance at all. I'm gonna spread the deck like this, nice and slowly. There's one card below the.
Look at it. That one.
Thank you.
Another one.
Another one.
Yeah.
She wants another one.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So I'm gonna show you how you can actually cheat as a card cheater. All right. That's Jason and Dennis. Right. So can you please just point at any card you like, all right?
Okay.
Just point at one card.
This one.
This one?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
All right. Place your hand flat for me and show it to everyone in the video, not to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Have you all seen the card?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Can you please cut, let's say, half the deck? Maybe less, maybe more, wherever you like.
Okay.
Right? Place your card back. Great. Now, it's going to be very helpful if I know where her card is, right? And I know it's already 23rd, I think.
What?
She doesn't believe. You know what? Let's count. Let's count. All right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be 6.
Yes.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. For the first time, which card do you pick?
The 8 of spades.
That's only the first spades, all right? Take a look. 8 of spades go in the 23rd position. Back to the 23rd position. After one shuffle, it's gonna be at the 42nd position. One cut, it's 13. And after this cut, it's gonna jump to be the 5th card.
What?
No, seriously. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you know what? The actually amazing thing is doing it with any card to any number, all right? So, Martin, name any card in the deck.
Let's go with the 2 of clubs.
2 of clubs, you sure?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I just want to make sure that the 2 of hearts is not at the 2 of clubs, you said?
Yeah, clubs.
2 of clubs, not at the top, right? Not at the bottom. Somewhere in the deck. Martin, let's say like this. Name any number. Let's say if you're playing cards between 1 and 25. You can go higher to 25, whatever you like, all right? Name any number.
Let's go 19.
19. You're sure you want to change it? Take a look.
14.
14.
Yep, 14.
All right. All right. Right now, after I shook it, the 2 of clubs is at the 14th position.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to show you? Okay. Okay. Sorry, I thought you trust me by now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So that has to be 6, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And actually, no one actually believes me. There are 14 cards, so I'm gonna use her hand. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the 14th card. You said 14th, right?
Yeah.
You said 14, not me. You said 14. And you named the card. Which card do you name?
2 of clubs.
That's fucking unbelievable.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Hey, again, mind blowing. I've actually got a question for your girlfriend. What's it like having a boyfriend that does magic?
Wow, it's amazing. He's never born.
So is he always
Always
walking
there.
around with the deck of cards going, pick a card, come on, please.
Yeah. Yes.
Actually, I used to. I don't really offer to people to see a trick anymore. If they want to see something and they probably already know I'm a magician, they ask. And everyone that asks me for a trick gets one. Everyone.
So
that's my rule.
How many decks of cards do you think you have?
Whew. Do you have an assumption? How many decks of cards do I have?
Oh wow.
We just talked about it that we need an actual room for it because right now it's in boxes and everything, and we got a new cat that doesn't fit with anything. Nah, I have only 50 or 70 cheap ones. But that's gonna be around 150.
Okay.
That's decent.
Yeah. I had about 60 of them, and then when I moved here, I lost them. So I've only got 3 decks of cards.
Oh wow.
So someone's probably got a few decks of cards, so it's fine.
I'll tell you what, I have 150 of them, but I only use I don't know, 4 of them, and they're all regular bicycle ones.
All right.
That's all I wanted.
If you were to be doing card magic, what other style of magic would you like to do?
I love any like puzzle or magic that has an actual fact and not just knowing something. You know, because a lot in mentalism is just, you know, it's like picking or something, you know, but it's just knowing what someone thinks about or what someone picked or anything like that. In my opinion, it's so much stronger if you do more than just knowing what they picked, right? Show it somehow. Like I used like predictions a lot, but also when it has more than like, how did you know it, right? So everything like that. I disappear water too. I used to do it in my show. It doesn't fit my character anymore. I used to float things in the air. Anything that like visual, you know, I'd probably say visual.
Okay.
Visual is my choice there.
Yeah. So if you could pick one person to be the next guest on Mic Time with Marty, who would it be?
One person to be on your show. I would say Orlugassi, right? That'd be a fun one.
Yeah.
All right, so actually, I'll tell you about him. He's maybe probably my best friend, all right? He lives in Thailand right now. He moved there around, I don't know, 6 months ago, right? He was like, I stopped just living in this race, you know, like race, not just race like a color, race like the race of life, you know, that you got to go to school, learn something, go to study, and then work for something like that. He just lives on a beach, right? He used to work on the internet, and right now he's working with kids there. He loves music, so he teaches music. He has his own podcast that he's doing from there. And he interviews people all over. He was when we were in the lockdown here in Israel, he decided to go to Nepal. Right? He sold the apartment, everything. He went to Nepal. They actually went into the lockdown, right? So he came back and he moved to Thailand. But he lives life, and he's so good with podcasts too. He hosted me there too. So yeah, I'd say him.
Okay.
He's so deep.
He's a happy person.
He's a happy person. I mean, every minute you spend with him, you should cherish it. I should call him right now, you know? I should call him right now. I will.
All right. Well, Pedro, I'm going to give you the floor. Promote yourself. Instagram, TikTok. Let the people know what's happening.
All right. So, do you have my card here? My business card?
I'm going to bring one.
Yeah, bring one. So, on Instagram, I'm Pedro.magic. Pedro.magic. That's my main thing. All right. I'm not so big on YouTube. I should definitely start doing better videos on YouTube. And I'm not so big on Facebook or TikTok too. Just go on Instagram, Pedro.magic. And write to me whatever you like. If you want to see a trick online, there are a bunch of them in the, oh, great. That's also my business card.
Love it.
It actually fits perfectly in a blue bicycle deck, you know? Someone pick a card, but one of them is like this. So I usually do like a Chicago opener, but with this, right? So yeah, Pedro.magic. And you know what? I'll show you one more before we finish, okay? That's actually my opener lately in the show, right? Can you see? Yeah, you can see it pretty cool. Okay, so that's even a crazier triumph, all right? In this one, I'm going to take half the deck, flip it up, all right? Face up, and I'm going to shuffle it face up into face down, okay? And you can really see the cards face up and face down, all right? And it's a whole mess. And Martin, I actually need you to pick a card. Okay. So I'm gonna go through the cards like this. Whenever you like say stop, I'm gonna stop with the face down card that I cannot know. Okay.
Stop.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna do like this so I cannot see. Bitch, can you show him the card?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. Put it face down.
Okay.
Great. And I'm gonna put it in the deck. All right. You should just trust me that I didn't pick, but you could probably see that you did. All right, Martin. That's pile A. That's pile B.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want me to find your card? It's pile A or pile B?
Well, pile B has the 2 of clubs, so I'll pick pile B.
All right. I'm gonna put this on top of the pile for now. If you were here, you would put your hand on it. I'll do like this so you can actually see the cards still there, that I'm not touching them. All right. Right now, I'm gonna spread this here, and beautiful. Was your card the 8 of hearts?
Mm-hmm.
You see how I knew it, right? Take a look. Because I think all the cards here, you see, all the hearts. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no 8. You see, they're all in order, but no 8. 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, but there's no 8 of hearts. You wanted me to find it there. So, Martin, I'm gonna wave my hand like this. One snap, and all the cards here are back in order, except for one card in the middle. This card is your 8 of hearts.
All right. So, Pedro, what was your reaction when I asked you to be on the show?
Actually, I was at the convention. I was on my way from the studios of Penguin Magic, right, back to the convention. And I was like, oh my God, there's a guy from New Zealand who wants me to be on his pod. And I was like, let's fucking do it. I love different cultures. I love different people from different places in the world. I mean, I love people in general, you know, and I want to meet more people and people that love people. So yeah, I thought it was gonna be fun, and it was. So
Glad you had such an amazing time. So before we finish, is there anything else that you would like to mention? Do you have an upcoming show, or do you have another question that you want to ask me?
Not really. I'm gonna ask everyone to keep safe and keep safe with everything, COVID and stuff, and stay positive. And if you gotta stay home, take a deck of cards into your hand, start shuffling, make a whole career of it. All right. And actually, the main thing I wanna say here is, if you really like something and you can work hard on it and excel at it, you can make a living with it. And if you can make a living with what you like, you don't have to escape from your life to do other things. You can actually live your life 100%, not like 50% work and 50% escape from work. So, oh wow, I got a new show. Someone just asked me a show for next week. Great. So yeah, that's gonna be my main thing to say here.
Okay, well, I love it how you said that, because I've actually been practicing my cardistry a little bit.
All right.
It's not much, but
Oh, yeah, I love Stable. Let me get these. Oh, there's a different colors. Let's do it with a Dapper deck. But actually, I'm trying not to involve a lot of cardistry in my magic, just because when you show cardistry, people are like, all right, he's capable to do a lot of things with his hand, right? That's because you probably hear that a lot. oh yeah, that was really nice, but I know how you did it. You got sleight of hands. What does it even mean? So I'm trying to keep it like as simple as possible, and I want the whole effect to come from the effect and not things I can do with my hand. Joshua J said that the best the craft of magic is not really fair, because the better you get, people don't see what you're doing. Right, so they cannot really appreciate what you're doing if they don't know you did anything, because that's like an invisible art, you know. So just enjoy the interaction it makes with people, and just enjoy magic. And if you can travel with it, just travel with it. You're gonna drink for free anywhere in the world, anywhere. I promise you. No language, you'll drink for free. Try me. If you didn't drink for free and you're stuck somewhere in the world without like $2 for a drink, write to me on Instagram. I'll give you $2 for a drink.
All right. Well, Pedro, thank you so much for taking your time. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
The rest of the day, right now it's about 13 minutes after midnight. So I'm gonna stay up for like 2.5 hours, watch the All-Star game at the NBA. That's tonight. And go to sleep. And tomorrow, I'm actually working in a magic lab. Right, we're doing like products for mentalism and stuff. I don't do mentalism, but I work in the lab. It's really cool. And tomorrow I'm in the lab from morning to evening, so that's gonna be fun. So look at me, I'm an engineer without studying engineering.
You're a jack of all trades.
I'm a jack of all trades.
All right, well, Pedro, again, thank you so much for taking your time. I love magic. I love seeing people do it. So you brought back my childhood, and that's awesome. So stay safe, and hopefully when you become big, rich, and famous, we can do this again sometime.
Yeah, right. Next time we'll do it in suits, right?
Yeah, in the magic castle, preferably.
Oh, you aim high. I like that.
Thanks a lot, Pedro.
All right, my pleasure.
Yeah.